Hi, Genki desu. In this video, I want to give my impressions on Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII Reunion. I was lucky enough to attend the Tokyo Game Show 2022 at the Makuhari Messe. It was an amazing show. At the Square Enix booth, they had demos for Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII Reunion on the PlayStation 5, Switch and PC. I tried out the PlayStation 5 and Switch version. The original Crisis Core was released for the PlayStation Portable back in 2007. It's a prequel to the original Final Fantasy VII game and tells the story of Zack Fair, a young member of Soldier. Ever since, people have been calling for a remake or a way to play Crisis Core on modern consoles, as the game is locked to the PSP at the moment without any digital versions available. So when Crisis Core was announced at the Final Fantasy VII 25th anniversary live stream, people were super happy to have a chance to play the game again. I got to check it out at the Tokyo Game Show. The line was quite long to try out the game. I had to wait 1 hour before I could get my hands on the game. But it was an amazing experience and I really enjoyed the game. The combat has been totally reworked in this new Final Fantasy game. So let me talk about the PlayStation 5 version first. The game's graphics look super improved. All the game's models have been redone. They are calling this a remaster, but in many ways I consider this a remake. Not only are the game's character models completely remade, so are the environments and backgrounds. The graphics in the cutscenes have also been massively improved, and the character models are very similar to Final Fantasy VII Remake. The cutscenes look super clean now, with the improved character models, very crisp, especially on the PlayStation 5. The only one thing I would say is that because they were going for more of a remaster, the animations in the cutscenes have not been improved and look kind of stiff with the new models. Same with the dialogue. The dialogue has not been changed much. In the Japanese version, they have kept the original dialogue from the original game. In the English release, they have re-recorded the dialogue from the original game using the new actors from the Final Fantasy VII Remake universe. I don't think the dialogue has changed much though, so the acting can still seem pretty quirky and camp. The biggest change we see in Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII Reunion is in the combat and UI. The UI has been completely reworked and closely resembles the UI of Final Fantasy VII Remake. The options menus and the start menus have all got the same presentation layout and font as Final Fantasy VII Remake. Also, when you win the battle and gain experience, it's also presented in the same way as Final Fantasy VII Remake. The combat is where things have been massively improved the most. The combat feels smooth, fast and responsive, and is very similar to Final Fantasy VII Remake. Those who have played Final Fantasy Remake will feel right at home playing this game. So here are the controls. The B button was for attack, X was to dodge and roll, circle was the button to use the items lined up in your item selection window, and triangle was to use your limit break. On the shoulder buttons, R1 was guard, and R2 was to scroll through the items in your item window. To access magic and spells, you would use a combination of L1 and the face buttons, such as square for fire, triangle for blizzard, and circle for cure. In this sense, it was very similar to Final Fantasy VII Remake in the quick access buttons using L1 as the modifier. The game felt amazing and super fun, attacking and dodging out of the way of enemies using the limit break. The slot machine system remains in this game. The DMW, which stands for Digital Mind Wave, features slot reels which turn automatically during the battle. During your battle and as you attack the enemies, the DMW slot reels spin and award you with various stat boosts such as boost in health, MP and abilities, and also you can unlock special limit breaks. In the demo I played, there were a few different limit breaks that you could unleash. There was a level 2 limit break which saw Zack attack the enemy with a fury of sword attacks, and there was also a level 4 limit break which saw Zack combo the enemy with a series of punches and kicks. They were all super impressive and a really fun system. I really enjoyed dodging out of the way of the enemies to the side to avoid their attacks, and then mashing on square to sword attack the enemy, and then when I needed to I would retreat and cast spells or use the healing items. It was super fun gameplay. Very much similar to Final Fantasy VII Remake, but much more action-based. The gameplay demo I tried at TGS starts you out outside the courtyard. As you go up the stairs, there's a cutscene in which the young Yuffie appears. Next you go into the main building and these two giant enemies confront you. You fight the two and Jill comes in at the last minute to save the day. Afterwards in the demo, you're in the forest with Angela and co. Next, some enemy foot soldiers arrive. and you battle them. After defeating them, you run across a red fiery materia which takes you to a battle with Ifrit in a fiery underworld environment. Here the battle is quite cool. You have to dodge Ifrit's fire attacks and then go in to attack him. You can use magic such as Blizzard to win the battle quickly. When you defeat him, Sephiroth appears in the cutscene to save the day in a cool cutscene, and that's where the demo ends. It was a super fun demo. So fun I went back to try it again. The first time I tried it, it was on the Switch, and then the second time I went back to try it again on the PlayStation 5. The Switch version plays super good and smooth. I was playing on the original Switch, and the graphics look really good in handheld mode. The main difference I could tell was in the cutscenes. The cutscenes on the Switch, the edges of the models looked very jaggy with the aliasing and quite pixelated. When the game was in motion and in gameplay, it felt really smooth and good, but just in the cutscenes you could really tell the difference in graphical quality between the Switch and PlayStation 5 versions. The PlayStation 5 version looked really crisp and clean. Even though the character models were super good, some of the animations are still from the old game, so look a bit stiff. In all, Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII Reunion was an amazing game, and it was my favorite game that I played at the Tokyo Game Show. I can't wait to check this out. I also got a chance to check out the special edition, which is being sold in the Square Enix store in Japan. Got my pre-order in already, and I can't wait for this game to come out. It was super amazing, and this game is a must for any Final Fantasy VII fans. Definitely check it out when it releases on December 13th, 2022. Thanks for watching this video. Let me know of your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to help the channel, and keep it locked on the Genki Gamer YouTube channel for more impressions from the Tokyo Game Show and more Japanese news in general. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Ja ne!